Hello, friends. How are you? How's things? How's life? How's your world? I hope all is well. I received a few questions from some people asking about my game collection, how big it is, what's in it, that sort of stuff. So I thought I would just take today and show you my game collection because I don't think I haven't. I think I deleted everything off of BGG, so nothing on BGG. If there are games that I own on BGG, it might not be current. I'm not sure, but I thought I would show you this. This is my upstairs game shelf. This is in the corner of my dining room. These are the games that get actively played. Aside from the Terraforming Mars, the dice game, that's coming off the shelf because I don't ever play it and I don't see myself ever playing that. I would rather play Ares. I'd rather play Terraforming Mars, but it doesn't play well with 2 in my opinion, so I play Ares instead. So this is my upstairs shelf that's primarily the games that we play often enough that they stay upstairs. On this shelf, I don't know, if you include the little games that are tucked into the crate and the like little tiny card games, there's maybe 30 or 40 games up there ish. But that gives you an idea of the type of stuff that I've been playing. Most of this is because I play 2-player. Me and my wife are the majority of the times. Every now and then, my friend Jeff will come over and we'll play some games. Over the last few years, that's been very few and far between. So this shelf has been pruned down to the games that get actually played. In a minute, we'll take you downstairs and I'll show you what's in the basement. So prior to COVID, literally the month before COVID happened, I purged my collection. I used to collect. I don't consider myself a collector anymore because I don't think that cardboard is something like cardboard games are something to be collected, and there's a good reason for it. For one, yes, there are some older games that I still play. You will notice Stone Age is still on my shelf. Love playing Stone Age. I'll play Stone Age anytime. Carcassonne is on the shelf in the basement. I don't play it very often. There's other 2-player tile laying games I'd rather play, but if I have multiple people, I love playing Carcassonne. But for the most part, the older games got replaced by something newer. And it's not, for me, the cult of the new or whatever. It's just a matter of older games were developed, and then we figured out ways to make them better or ways to make them more interesting. And so they've been redeveloped over years, not necessarily by the original designer or by the original publisher, maybe in a completely different IP under a completely different name. You have something that feels familiar, but it feels much more mature. It's just like video games. I don't play the video games of my youth anymore. They're not fun for me. They're boring, and I don't like them. It's the same thing with these games. The stuff that's on my shelf is the stuff that's on my shelf because it stood the test of time. There are still old games. You will notice when we go downstairs, Can't Stop. I love Can't Stop. In fact, there was a new version of Can't Stop at Gen Con, which I almost bought because it was in a triangular box, like about this wide, and it, instead of being a stop sign, it is a mountain that you're climbing. And it makes total sense. But the reason that I want a version of Can't Stop that comes in a regular box. I don't want weird triangular boxes I have to figure out how to put on a shelf. The same way I don't want the weird old giant box that doesn't fit anywhere. I want a regular size game box. So that has stood the test of time. Acquire is still one of my favorite games ever, stood the test of time. So there are games that have persisted on my shelves. Ticket to Ride. I mean, that game's old at this point. Settlers. I still like Settlers. There are older games, but there have been newer games that have replaced a lot of the stuff. So I don't consider myself a collector because I don't think there's anything to collect. Will I bite those words someday? Sure. For instance, I have a game called Plague and Pestilence. I hear it's getting a rebirth. I think it's got a new name. But Plague and Pestilence was like a little card game that was produced in the mid-90s, I think, by a company called Hillary's Toy Box. And for the longest time, that game was out of print, and people were offering me hundreds and hundreds of dollars in trade for it. It's not a very good game. It's a very long, boring, dice-rolling, card-playing game. Not boring. It's actually kind of fun. But it is for what it is, you're rolling a die and playing one card each turn that either adds to your population or subtracts from another person's. That's the entire game for, it's not a great game. but people were offering me so much money for it because it was, quote, collectible. But sometime right before COVID happened, I realized that I was collecting games just because I'll play those again someday. And the truth is I won't. They've been replaced. There's better things. There's things that I would rather play. And I had to come to grips with that. So once upon a time, my other side of my basement, not the one I'm going to show you, was probably 6 or 7 shelves full, floor to ceiling, with board games. I probably had 500 games. I think if I totaled up everything I have right now, it's probably about 120 games, somewhere around there. And I would like to have it down around 50. I don't need to own 120 games. I don't play the vast majority of them. Even the ones that I showed you upstairs, lots of those don't get played very often. Right now, Earth is still the game that I want to play the most. It's the only game I want to play. The rest are just kind of waiting for time, you know? That's not true. I brought back games from Gen Con I want to play right now, but that's because I want to see if they're good enough to keep, you know, or they'll just go in the donation pile. So I'm going to take you downstairs and show you my downstairs shelves. These are just wooden shelves in the basement. Also, part of the reason I don't collect is because this house does not have any storage space. Now, my basement is climate controlled, but we have had moisture issues down there in the past due to washing machine leaks or furnace leaks or whatever that did result in some mold. And so I don't want to keep games down there that are going to get old and musty. I would much rather they go into the hands of somebody that's going to play them. So you'll see on these shelves lots of the same stuff. Lots of stuff that has been replaced for me that I need to just let go of. And I'm deciding right now whether I'm going to sell most of these games or I'm going to just give them away. In years past, I've boxed them up, put them on a local board gaming group and said, come pick them up. You can have them all. I don't care. And I've given them away. But there are hobbies I'm doing now, like playing bass guitar, for instance, where I could use the money. So I might sell these for $10 a piece or something. I'm not going to bother going through the market and trying to figure out what they're worth. But if I could get $10 a piece or $5 a piece for a bunch of random games I don't play anymore, I'll take it and pass them on to somebody who might enjoy them. Also, there was a box in the corner that has a whole bunch of little card games in it. I have a lot of little card games, but that's it. That's my whole collection. I don't think there's anything hiding anywhere that I'm not aware of, other than maybe some decks of cards or like zombie dice is in a cupboard somewhere. It doesn't get played very often. But that's it. That's all I got. Prototypes now. I've kept every iteration of all, at least my most recent prototypes. I do not have iterations of my old prototypes. But all the prototypes that I've worked on through the Game Crafter, I have every iteration of those prototypes stored somewhere. So I have way too many prototypes sitting around. But yeah, I hope that's insightful. I don't know if that's interesting. Please let me know. Is there anything, especially on the basement shelves, is there anything there that you're interested in? And maybe I can just ship it to you. Like I would rather, if I'm going to give it away, I'd rather give it away that way. And if you want to pay for shipping or whatever, that'd be great. Let me know if anything interests you. I'm going to take an inventory of this and maybe put it on Board Game Geek or something like that. Try to figure out a way to send these games out to people who will love them. Okay. I hope that was interesting. I don't know. I like looking at what other people have on their shelves. So, thanks for the question. I've got lots of excellent questions from this week. This week has been fantastic. I really appreciate all of you watching, asking questions. Next week is going to be probably a whole lot more game talk. So let's keep the game talk rolling. Because right now we're all in game talk mode and I want to talk games. What do you want to talk about? Let me know down below. Please like while you're down there. And if you're new here, please subscribe. We're still growing. For everybody here who's new, there's a lot of you who are new who have never watched this channel before. I hit 25,000 subscribers in 2018, I think. Year 2 of doing this. Year 1, I hit 15,000, and then year 2, I think I hit 25,000. And then since that time, I've been going slowly down. I've been doing this almost 10 years. Slowly down because I haven't. This is the show. Like, this is it. I haven't tried very hard. So it's been really fun to see it grow. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I very much appreciate you. and I'll see you again on Monday. Today's 1,000 plus little things happy, successful people do differently. We are learning 20 things to start doing in your relationships. Number 20. Pay attention to your relationship with yourself. Haha. One of the most painful things in life is losing yourself in the process of loving others too much and forgetting that you are special too. Codependency is a problem, very big problem. And not taking care of yourself or loving yourself in the same way that you love somebody else is horrific. Don't do it. I've been there. It's very toxic.